Hi, welcome to AFTV. Turkish 0-0 against Burnley, bottom of the league currently sitting. This one hurts massively, and I want to start with where are you putting this down to? Is this lack of preparation in the windows, or is this Arteta, or is this the players? Why does the blame kind of fall in this performance today?
It's not even this one hurts massively. It's hurt massively for a long time, Cecil. Right? You know, we can fool ourselves to think we've made massive progress this year. But when you look at, two teams this week that have managed to grab last-minute winners in Tottenham and Man United, and the troubles they faced this season, and if you ask their fans the season they're having, they'll say terrible. Well, if our season's so great, then how are we currently level on points with Tottenham, and they've got 2 games in hand, and United are above us? And that's the standards for you, and that's what the Kroenkes have done over the years. The standards are in the mud. So 2, 3, 4 weeks of good football or good results, we think, the ship is turning. But it's not turning under this ownership. We knew we needed a central midfielder coming into the season, and we bought Lokonga. So it's all good and well now to say, Lokonga's still young, give him time, and that is the right way to look at it. But at the same time, we needed someone to have an impact in the side immediately. We nearly moved on from Xhaka. So, yes, we're missing Xhaka and Partey today, but that's not the answer. It's not like if Xhaka and Partey play today, it fixes all of our problems. We've seen problems with them as well. Our problems run deeper than the personnel missing today or the January transfer window. Our problems run straight from the top, and that's the Kroenkes, and that's why we're here.
But is it fair to say that a lot of people would say Edu, they had a plan, but didn't really have a plan for where they're going to finish the season? But they've gone in with the youth. That's what they've trusted in. That's going to take time for us to get to where we expect as a fan base. Is it only right to say yes? There's so much youth in the side that we have to wait for these things to kind of come together.
Listen, people trying to sell this whole youth idea, youth project, I get it. You want young players to succeed. You want them to develop. You want them to grow, especially if they come from Hale End in Saka and Emile Smith Rowe. Not including the Martinellis and the, Tommy Yasu's Ramsdale. They're all young. We've got a young squad. But at the same time, did we wait 10, 15 years moving into the Emirates to have a young squad and be patient? Wasn't we told that we're going to be there to compete with the likes of Bayern Munich at the top of world football? Yeah. And now we're being asked to be patient with youth. At the end of the day, look at, for example, Saka out there in the 90th minute, dropped down to his knees, on his back, lying down. Do you think Saka's going to want to remain at this club, Hale End or not, moving forward, if we continue moving in this manner, if we don't plug the necessary holes we need to plug? They're not going to want to stay. Klopp's flirting with Martinelli already. Saka's got 2 years left in the summer. It's a crucial period right now for Arsenal Football Club. A couple of years ago, the club done excellent work in securing Saka, securing Martinelli, securing Emile Smith, and so on. A lot of young players signed deals, and I gave the club credit for that. Yeah. But in that time, not much has changed. So we're coming to full circle now to renew some of them same deals that I've given credit for before. And, if those players now look at themselves and say, how likely is it Arsenal moving forward are going to fulfill their ambitions? At the moment, it seems bleak. Because like I said, Man United and Tottenham are having terrible seasons. Leicester's having a terrible season. People at times have said we're having a decent, good, great season to some, but we're not.
What's that off the back of? Is that off the back of obviously finishing 8th in 2 seasons in a row and saying, now we're in the conversation for top 4, whether you disagree or agree with that? Is that why people are saying there's an improvement? Because there's been times where fans have gone left or right on the side of Arteta or not, and I see why as well, because there has been good performances. There has been an improvement in the standing of where we're positioned in the league. We are potentially could get top 4 this season. Is that the reason why?
This top 4 thing as well, yeah. I wanted to be open-minded about it, and yes, it's still possible. It's still, there. It's still within our sights, but for me to expect Arsenal to chase now, and that's what it's becoming. The more we drop points, the more it's becoming a chase. At the start of the year, we was there waiting on others to chase. That's turned around in 1 month. In 1 month, we've been knocked out of 2 domestic cups, the only cups we can win. And today was massive blow, because I see today as a chance to bounce back just before a winter break, a couple of weeks off. And you move into a February where the Chelsea game's been postponed, so Chelsea away has been moved. The Liverpool game at the end of the month's been postponed, so it looks like the month's going to be Wolves, Brentford and Watford. If we got the 3 points today and you move on to those 3 games, yes, Wolves are going to be a difficult test away from home, but you potentially get 9 out of 9. Laughable now after that performance we just saw at home to Burnley, but you put yourself in a great position again, and maybe you put yourself in a position where other teams need to chase. And I'm much more comfortable in that position with other teams needing to chase, because it's such a it's such a weird season again. It's one of them seasons you don't know what's going to happen. Tottenham are 2-1 down in the 94th minute. They win 3-2 in the 95th minute. You know, United on the verge of dropping points again at home to West Ham. They nick it. Us, we don't. And these are the moments. I looked at Tottenham this week. I looked at Man United and their last-minute winners. And in seasons gone past, you look at those type of games, and whether you're challenging for the title or you're challenging for top ball, those are the types of games you look back on and say, that was vital to where we finished at the end of the season. Are we going to look back at this Burnley game and regret it? Probably, yeah. Because like I said, we're entering a period where we've got very few games, 3 games in the whole of March. February, sorry. And it was a chance for us to kind of build again without having to play the biggest teams, which we've obviously failed with this season. It's a hammer blow to January.
It's a killer.
January, the season's over. Like, come on, man. How many times have I stood here or sat in the stadium or watched on TV over the last 10 years in January saying, there's nothing left this season, and it's not fair.
Does it feel like a cycle for you? Just like it's the same old story, same old Arsenal, same old, coming back to it. We, believe, wait, be patient, and then we're back here in January after drawing to Burnley.
Bro, we done good business in the summer, but going into the summer, I said, we need to sort out the striker position and we need to sort out central midfielder. And we did neither. Yes, we done good business elsewhere, and yes, we needed that business done. But you do a bit of business, you don't do the other remaining bits, then you're going to fall flat on your face come the end of the season. We've seen it before. We'll have 6, 7 holes need to plug. We plug 5 of them. The 2 holes will still sink your ship.
Can it be salvaged in January? Can we get 2 new signs for those 2 spots
This is Arsenal. Unless they start showing me something different, then it can't be salvaged because they're not going to do what's needed to be done. They should have done it already. We're out of 2 cups. And today's a hammer blow to our top 4 chances. So in reality, even if they go in the next week and do the business and come end of the season we're 5th or 6th, a couple of points off 4th, I'll still look back to this period and say, you wasn't proactive enough. The Oba situation happened in November. You nearly tried to get rid of Xhaka in the summer. But now we're in January, people are asking, should have Oba been on the bench? We're missing Xhaka. No, because the reality is we've seen them 2 play for Arsenal Football Club and still not been happy with the level and quality we produce. So we've got to stop fooling ourselves that Partey being out is a big issue. Xhaka being out is a big issue. Not when you perform like that against Burnley, because you should be beating Burnley at home, regardless. You bought a centre mid, that's Lokonga, he's come in. Whether it's fair or not, he's not doing that great in my opinion. That's on the club. Yes, they've done well with Ben White, Ramsdale, Tomiyasu and so on. But at the end of the day, like I said, 7, 8 holes, you plug 5 of them, the leaking 3 will still bring you down come the end of the season. And it's the same roundabout, it's the same roller coaster every single season. Cycle, So for me, it's like, I tried to look at that Man City game and say, you know what, I'm proud of the boys. And I was proud of the boys. But we lost. I grew up watching great Arsenal teams. Not looking at a loss and saying, that was a great performance. No, I was never that growing up. Growing up, if you lose, it's never a good performance. You look at it and why did you lose? Now it's, great performance. 0-0 at Anfield. Come on, in the bag. But you ruin it in the second leg. That great performance against Man City, okay, no points. But you've ruined it today, 0-0 against Burnley, sending the message to Tottenham, United, and whoever else is going to be in that battle, that it might be the same old Arsenal. Young players, young project, I get it, but at the end of the day, as a fan that grew up on great Arsenal sides and seen great young players come through and succeed at this club, there's an ingredient missing, and that's good quality experience. And that ingredient is missing because, yet again, this club, manager, director of football, CEO and owner are not moving correctly.